Welcome to the Gift Up podcast. Make sure to hit that like button, share the videos, and subscribe. Continuing on with the AFC East, hitting the Buffalo Bills here. And for the first time in 20 years, I actually think that they have a chance to win the division. Now, the other 19 years past, not a chance in hell. Tom Brady in the division, the Bills organization being a complete mess. But things have changed in Buffalo. It really has. New ownership has really helped the outlook. Sean McDermott at head coach is one of the best defensive minds in football, knows how to run a team. It's been great ever since he's taken over as head coach. A lot to look forward to. The offense has gotten better the last 3 seasons, and they added the one thing that they were missing, which was a legit deep threat. And Stephon Diggs coming to Buffalo is one of the biggest things to happen to this city since Terrell Owens came for that year. This is huge for the city of Buffalo to have one of the best receivers in football come and play for them. It's huge. It means a lot. And he's paired with capable receivers. John Brown, Cole Beasley. Now, those guys work in the slot. Those guys are crafty, where Stephon Diggs is just a true number one, legit guy you can depend on. That's what they didn't have last year. They didn't have that dominant player at either tight end or receiver to take over games. They now have that with Stephon Diggs. It's huge for them. The offensive line is extremely underrated in Buffalo. Deion Dawkins, Cody Ford, Mitch Morse. These guys played above and beyond last year. Pressure was not the issue for Josh Allen. It was not having enough weapons because Josh Allen hung in the pocket. He delivered it when he could. But you could tell the Bills lacked a true number one wide receiving threat. Like John Brown's not a legit number one. Cole Beasley's not a legit number one. They had no tight ends that were number one. Now they have that. And now there's somebody that Josh Allen can use as a safety outlet to go with the football. What I like also is the running game. This O-line, again, is really good at run blocking, doesn't get the credit it deserves. But I'm excited about what Devin Singletary can do as a playmaker. He made the most of his touches last year, chunk yardage when it mattered most. You can't ask for more than that. And then they drafted Zach Moss, which I'm extremely excited about because you talk about that 1-2 punch. Devin Singletary with the speed and craftiness, Zach Moss with the physicality. The Buffalo Bills know how to build a roster, and we're seeing it happen right before us. The last thing I'll mention before I get to the defense is Josh Allen. His development has been proven. Each year he's gotten better. Each year he has cut down the mistakes, cut down the turnovers. He's got to get a little bit better with holding on to the football when he runs because he does cause fumbles at times. But in the pocket, he has gotten better each season he's been in this league. He's extremely hard to take down. His eyes are always down the field. He has a top 3 arm in this league. The talent is there. And I don't see any reason why Josh Allen won't keep taking steps and getting better because everything's shown that he has so far. And last year, like I said, about the interceptions, that was my biggest concern heading into year 2. He cut the interceptions down immensely, was a lot more accurate. I think we're going to see another step up from him this year with the addition of Stephon Diggs. Now, hitting the defense, and the one thing about the defense that I think people need to recognize is Sean McDermott makes this defense a lot better than it may normally be. Now, I say that because, especially when you look at the D-line, like Ed Oliver, I'm excited about. He could end up being an elite DT. It's possible. But the Bills don't have any elite players on the D-line. And, yeah, I mean, Homer Bills fans, and I'm a Homer Bills fan, but look, seriously, like Jerry Hughes is an elite, man. Stop telling me that crap. I feel like slapping Bills fans upside the head when they tell me that. Jerry Hughes is not elite. But they drafted A.J. Epineza. I like the depth with Mario Addison, Trent Murphy, Jerry Hughes as a role player. Ed Oliver can rush from the interior. They added Vernon Butler. The depth is there. And I think as a rotational unit under McDermott, putting them in the right position to succeed will make this defense continue to be a top 3 unit. And yes, they are that good. I would say in the front seven, as far as a star goes, it's Tremaine Edmonds. Now, he is the one that is a physical freak that can cover, that can shorten the gap between him and the ball at an immense rate of speed. When I think about a top player at a position, in middle linebacker, I think about Tremaine Edmonds. The rest of the players are good, but not great. And I think McDermott elevates their play. Matt Milano was solid too for them last year. He played great. But I think under McDermott, it helps the scheme where he places you. That's why I'm excited about them bringing in Josh Norman. Now, a lot of people would normally think that Josh Norman's done. He's got problems. He had problems in Washington. Well, I think under McDermott, he's going to be put in the best position to win, whether that be against certain receivers, certain zone coverages. But McDermott's gotten it done. Now, I think there are two legit stars on the Bills defense. Tremaine Edmonds, I mentioned, but then Tre'Davious White. He is a legit top 5 corner in this league. So I think star talent-wise, those are the guys that deserve the star power in Buffalo, not Jerry Hughes, even though I like Jerry. Best, I would say they have the top 5 pass safety combination in the league. Jordan Poyer and Micah Hyde, extremely good in pass coverage. Even gave Tom Brady trouble in games that they played against. So a lot to like with Buffalo. And again, they have corner depth as well. Levi Wallace, EJ Gaines, if he can stay healthy, those are just depth players behind their starters. But all the credit, in my opinion, has to start with Sean McDermott and then go from there. So with that, I think the Bills have a legit shot to win the AFC East for the first time in 20 years. I think they are easily a top 10 team in the league. And a lot of people have them right at 6 outside of the top 5. That's about where I have them as well. And I think that they've earned it. They've built a team. Brandon Beane has been exceptional with adding talent. They have all the elements, and I think they could surprise a lot of people this year. Make sure to hit the like button, share the videos, and subscribe.